Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel. It is Friday, June 14th. Recording this near the end of May, but it's June 14th in game. And we're about, by the time this comes out, I think it'll be about June 14th when this video will be uploaded. Something like that. You can see I added, we'll be able to see it in the daylight better. I added the spoiler little thing, that little fin to the top. Changed the sun guard, and we'll see all that once we get on the road. Whoop, turn the lights on. Once we get on the road, you can already see the visor just a little bit different. Easier to see. Doesn't have that angry look anymore, but it is what it is. We're hauling a double trailer from Walmart, hauling toys from Minneapolis down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we're gonna have to go down 35. I think once we get to what is that gonna be? We're gonna have to, I think, Oklahoma City. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to then go back up the 44, Interstate 44, to Tulsa, because there is no direct road yet. Hopefully at some point the coast-to-coast guys complete a little bit more so that we can, at somewhere in here, get off on like a Highway 60 or one of these U.S. highways. You see all these U.S. highways right there, and any one of those probably go to Tulsa. But instead, we have to go all the way down to the junction of Interstate 35 and Interstate 44. So it makes it a little bit longer journey. 3.5 hours to go. We're going to deliver this about, looks like it's saying about 7 o'clock Central Time. did it again. I took the wrong exit. So now we're gonna get all turned around here. That's gonna add a bit of time. Let's see, where are we gonna be able to turn around? Not too far. We're gonna have to go to, looks like El Reno. Not the end of the world, but pretty stupid there. I knew I had to do the little curly Q there, and then I just kind of auto zoned out into the right exit there. But actually, not too far. We're just gonna have to loop here at this exit. Where is this exit? Oh, okay, there it is. I wasn't seeing it, and I saw a bridge, and I'm thinking, oh man, well, why am I not getting this exit yet? Well, we get to discover El Reno. All in its glory here. Not much to see. Just a little bit of a detour. Cost us a little bit of time. We're okay. Luckily Kansas and Oklahoma, this area of coast to coast has a lot of crossroads. So if you do make a mistake like that, you don't have to detour too much. Too bad I'm going to pull out right here because the AI does not yield. So we're on the Interstate 40. We're now going east the way we needed to go. We're going to go through Oklahoma City, then we'll hook up with Interstate 44 up to Tulsa. And once we get there, we'll drop off. We'll find another load. Can't remember if I've ever looked up Wiley Sanders. I see this truck all the time, and I've never looked up if it's actually a real truck line. It wouldn't surprise me. There's many small truck companies, 3, 4, 5 trucks, a lot of them. Even ones that have a whole trailer painted like that. So I noticed loading in the game this time, on the loading screen for Steam, you have the options. Before you had the options to start the game in safe mode and all that. Now the options have changed. I noticed there's open, obviously just play, American Truck Simulator, the normal play button. Then there's open it using DirectX 9, launch ATS in safe mode, launch ATS in OpenGL safe mode, something like that. And that has led me to believe, and I'll have to look this up, verify it. You guys can let me know in the comments. Again, by the time this comes out, who knows? ATS might have already updated to 1.35, but as recording this, not yet there, still in beta. I'm not playing the beta. And I noticed on the load screen it said launch in DirectX 9 as an option, meaning that the default launch option I would have to assume is DirectX 11. I can't tell if the game is running better yet. So far my frame rates have been hanging just around 60, but we are in coast to coast, a lot of just open area, as you can see right here. We do have trees. The trees do ding the frame rate a little bit, in my experience, but I can't recall exactly how much it hits it out here on Interstate 44. So we will see as we get into the city how much of the frame rate drops, and how much DirectX 11 has kind of optimized the game. We will see. I mean, I didn't do any looking because I literally saw that as I clicked on the game. Whoa. And oh man, that do not. Wow, I knew that corner was coming. I was trying to slow down and I just did not slow down enough. That was really bad driving on my part. Oh man, for some curve warning signs, that would have been nice. This is an area I don't recall. This area, this whole interchange. I think this is new. I don't remember seeing it before. Really cool though. Right here outside of Tulsa. I don't remember this area, even though I've looked at the map a million times for this trip. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're kind of, if we had followed that, that would be the Interstate 44 going around Tulsa. Again, there's no signs, so we don't know that. And really, now we're kind of into this is almost like Flagstaff now. Oh, I thought for sure I was going to tip over there, and that was, I took that turn way too fast. Believe me, I've done that too many times while making videos for you guys. I never seem to do it when I'm driving just on my own. It's always when I got the camera rolling. And part of that's because I'm a little bit distracted talking. Okay, I'm coming over. Let's get over in this left turn lane. Alright, it's already an eventful episode. I can't remember what I was talking about going into that turn. I knew it was going to be trouble, though. I think the optimization... I'll have to look after this episode and hopefully before I record the next episode so I can give you guys my thoughts on what I've seen and what people are saying. But looking at it right now, my frame rate's kind of around 30 frames per second here in town, so the optimization hasn't really kicked into high gear and changed things too much. Bounce between about 30 and 45. Now it's not, usually when I'm playing X-Plane, my frame rate's around 30 frames per second, and it's not very noticeable as you're hurtling through the sky, you know, at 0.77 Mach. That's usually what the airliners go. At least that's what my FMS, my flight plans are giving me when I fly. But here we are, we're in town, and it's down to 30 frames per second, and it's holding there. So really not too optimal for American Truck Simulator, that is. It's a little bit more noticeable. You can notice the choppiness a little bit. Yeah, it's really bad. Down to 20 now. Oof. Alright, now where we gotta go here? It's a Walmart. It says it's a Walmart, but it's clearly a Walgreens. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to... Oh, this is gonna be a real tight little shimmy in here. Actually, oh, it's gonna be that back one's gonna be the problem. Yep. A little bit of a curb hop there. Oh, no, 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 no. The problem is that you can't really back up too well with doubles. Ugh, look at that terrible parking job. How are you gonna get that in there? You gotta kind of do like a little S from the road, and there's just not enough room. Well, let's give it a try. Let's see if I can back this thing up. I'll show you. We'll see how squirrely this thing gets. What can we do? Maybe we can do something here. I have my doubts, though. This tends to be why doubles are dropping hooks in real life, because you see it starts twisting kind of weird there. See? Yep. Can't be good. Oh, that can't be good. Oh, that's not good. No, 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 no. Oh, no. Definitely not good. Now, let's get this thing kind of parked before... and let's not go up on the curb. Alright, a little bit more out of the way. Let's give it one more shot. Try to get it straightened out. Alright, well that's as good as we're going to get it. I don't want to mess around with it too much more. I'm going to damage the trailer, I think. So let's drop this guy off. We do get excellent. We're not going to get that bonus for parking, but we do get a long distance bonus. And we made almost $2,200 there. Very good. Alright, we're here at Kiewit, and we're going to be taking this heavy haul. Ooh, this is a cool one. That's actually like, it looks like a European thing. We're going to be taking this milling machine, heavy load. Going to be nice payout, $3.29 per mile. We're going to be taking it all the way over to Oxnard, California. Yeah, we got a good truck for that. Good enough. Alright, got the oversized load banner and flags on the front of our truck, matching what we got on the back. Now, I will tell you, I went over to the repair shop and added those. Cost me 70 bucks. I wish there was a way to do it where you didn't have to pay for it and it would just automatically go on when you're taking a heavy load like this. Maybe it does. I don't remember it doing it though. I think you don't get the stuff. But I wanted to have it on the front, so we have it. You guys can let me know if that's something that you get automatically. I don't recall being able to before though. So this is a big one we're taking to Oxnard. Needs to be there Sunday afternoon. 97,000 pounds. And pretty long as well. So I did change the sun visor. Still doesn't really help us at stoplights. fact that I'm passing anybody right now goes to show you how slow that guy's going in that Buick or whatever that is there. Oh, well, a little off-road. Definitely need all the gears with this load. Usually go between the low and the high when I'm going through the gears, even when I'm not in a heavy load, but definitely comes into play when we're driving this one. Probably top out here at 70. You can see the economy for the miles per gallon, 4.5. We were dragging about 3 for a while there. Heavy load. Been a long time since I've done a load this big. It's going to take us 24 hours to get to our destination. I think we should be able to make it. It's going to be close. Basically due to the time, the duty time. Our 70 looks really good, but it's that 14-hour clock that we gotta be concerned about. We can drive until 5 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Time today, which I think we'll do. We'll drive all the way through if we can, because we want to make sure that we get this big guy to its destination Sunday afternoon on time. So just looking at the clock, about 22. We're definitely gonna be under 22 hours to go by the time we pull off and shut down for the night. That means if we can get it, the more time we can shave off today, the earlier we can get there on Sunday. We need to get there on Sunday before we shut down, which we will. Even now, if we were to shut down in the next half hour, and then we would drive 11 tomorrow and then 11 on Sunday, we'd be there on time. Alright, now I lost all my momentum. Again, how am I passing people dragging this big old load? But yeah, the goal was to get, now that I think about it, the goal was to get below about our ETA under 22 hours, meaning we could split the next 2 days 11 hours each. Of course, that 11 hours on Sunday would mean we were getting there just as our clock is over for driving. And so then we'd have to do a personal conveyance. So, but we'll be able to shave off at least another 2 hours today, I would think, before we have to pull off. Again, we can drive until 4, so that's actually 3.5 hours we can drive until 5 Central Time, so that's 4.5 hours we can shave off. Once we cross into Mountain Time, we'll be on the same as our log. Clinton, Oklahoma. We stayed a couple of years ago after our American wedding celebration. We did our Southwest trip and came out this direction to go down to the Grand Canyon. Took 44 down through Missouri and Oklahoma, then in Oklahoma City got on the 40 here. And our first night, we stopped in Clinton to stay at a hotel. I remember that. Yeah, drove all the way from Milwaukee, or from West Allis, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Took 43 down to Beloit, where it meets up. I believe it meets up in Beloit with 90. Yeah, and then took whatever down. I can't remember my Illinois highways, but we went all the way over. Went to Springfield, Illinois. We actually spent an hour, probably an hour, 2 hours, at the Lincoln Museum there. Oh, jeez. This episode this is just such a wonderful. I thought he was gonna keep going, and then he decides to stop. It's like I can't slow down. I got that motorcycle coming. Oh man. Well, at least we got an ambulance and everyone right here, and this is gonna kill us on our time. We're gonna move here. Going back up. Why are my lights off? I was gonna say. Go! What are we doing? There we go. Knocked over a few of the cones, actually, it looks like. Well, obviously that's a simulation. Real life, we'd be done for the day. We'd be done for a while. Especially with a dumb mistake like that. That was my fault. I should have been slowed down. I should have seen that arrow pointing a lot sooner. I don't know, just head in the clouds today driving. Talking about past trips and all that. So we gotta get this guy dragging again. Lost a little bit of time there. Got a lot of damage on our front end. But the simulation does not simulate anything other than, hey, you got a crashed car offense, $300. I'll tell you that much in real life, $300. If you got away with only having to pay $300 for running into someone else, especially as a truck driver, CDL A licensed driver. Oh, there you go. I mean, that's a slap on the wrist. Just past the Elk City exit. I can't wait until. Oh, it's just we're getting so close. Washington, they're showing off those bridges, and that was the latest thing, so that'll gauge where I am in relation to when this video comes up for you guys. But they've shown us pictures of all the bridges in western Washington. They say it's eastern Washington, but again, the coast where all the water is, Seattle, that's the west coast. I know for me, when I was thinking about it, I'm thinking, no, the west is dry and the west is the desert. It's like, well, that's the west of where I am, or the west of where, you know, my center of America for me is in Milwaukee. Got something else going on up here. Another. Man, we are just getting stuck behind some pretty slow cars. Yeah, I didn't have my lights on that whole time either. Not that you need to have your lights on during the day. By law, half an hour after the sun goes down, half an hour before or until half an hour before the sun rises. It's getting ridiculous. And we're at 5,000 miles on the truck. Here in Shamrock. Got a way station over there. That's interesting. So I thought we were going to get down. We'll see where we finish here, but we only shaved off about an hour 15 in the last 2 hours, it looks like. Just been running into construction, running into other cars. Just an apology if I miss any of the coughs or anything. I got a nasty sore throat. Been sick the last week. just it got really hot here. It was in the 90s, really warm, really hot, and but it's fluctuating a lot. You'll get a day where it's 90, the week it'll be 90, 80, 70, 90, and then you'll get a day where it's rainy and cold and it feels like it's in the 50s. It might have been I had the fan blowing on me one of those days and just kind of got a little bit of a chill. It's been kind of frustrating because I want to get back out on the bike, do some bike riding. Weather's, last few days, last couple of days has been really nice, but I just am so dehydrated. And my throat is all sore and clenched up. All right, where do we have to go? They have to come over into our lane, so we should still slow down. This red car's gonna... What are we doing? That red car in front of us was completely stopped, it looked like. AI is doing some really funky stuff at these construction zones. There's a Kenworth across the street, that red Kenworth right there. That reminds me, I was thinking about, actually, when I was looking for our next job back in Tulsa, I was kind of contemplating, should I buy another truck this episode? And I said, nah, let's make this a driving episode. We just had a truck buying one. We'll save that probably after this job, maybe. We'll go and, once we're over there in Oxnard, we'll head over to a Kenworth dealership and buy another truck. Maybe we'll really trick out that truck. I'm thinking about getting the W990, which is a modded truck, so you can add a few more bells and whistles to it than you can to the stock SES. I can't get SiSL's SES add-ons, so I'd really love to put a CB radio in and some other things in the cabin, but it just doesn't seem like it's possible. It just doesn't work. Even if I do have it in, it's not causing any troubles. It still doesn't give me any of those options in the dealership. But with the W990, we'll be able to put all those bells and whistles. Get I think a CB radio comes stock almost. So that'll be cool. Do some things like that. There's a lot more lights we can put on. United. Got about, well, we do have two. We can still drive another couple hours. Actually, in fact, we probably can't drive another couple hours. Our drive clock is probably running out if I were to do the math. So what we will do is, as soon as we do get to our next opportunity to pull off, we will pull off, because we've gotten the ETA under 20 hours. We're looking good on delivery time, and I'm not so sure we can go all the way till 5 o'clock here without running over our 11. But we do have a big old truck stop coming up, so we'll be good here. I think we're in Texas now. Now I'm wondering if these loves are supposed to be this purple color, because that purple color is, I've seen that purple color pop up on some bridges. It's usually like a missing texture color, even though we do have. What is this going? What is going on? Yeesh! It's just flying down the right side. It might be, because there is kind of two tones there. I don't know. Yeah. I've never seen a pink Petro, though. Seems like all the truck stops here in Texas are pink, even when they're Loves. This one's a Petro, actually. We're going to stop here. We still have an hour and a half on our 14, so we're probably good on the 11. But we're probably getting close. I really want to say that that's a missing texture or something, but I don't know what it could be, and I don't know how to solve that because Coast to Coast is its own package, and texture isn't there. Texture isn't there. Let's get some fuel before we turn in. I love these big truck stops. They look really nice and big. I wish got a few trucks in here actually, but still not as completely full as real life. I like how the oversized load banner, the lights are shining. I guess the lights are shining through the banner, yeah? Looks like that. Yeah, I suppose they're shining through the banner, not... That's actually a pretty cool attention to detail there, that it's shining through and not just over. The lights are just poking through it unrealistically. They're just shining through. And we're gonna pull. I was gonna say we're gonna pull straight ahead, but we'll pull in right here. That way we don't have a truck facing us, even though there will be another truck eventually. We're oversized, so kind of is what it is. I suppose we could park on the side, maybe would be better. But that's where we're gonna put it. Should be okay. Got the parking brake on. And let's check the log. Alright, so 11.5 hours of duty time, and our drive time was exactly 11 hours. So great call pulling in here. We needed to, otherwise we would have been over. Kind of were a little bit, well, we got in here about 4, I think, so we were good. And that includes that just a kind of a messy little drive today where we almost tipped over, we had a rear end collision, just some bad things. 570 miles driven today though, went over the 5,000 mile mark on the truck. And not sure if next episode will be a continuation of this, but if it is, you'll get to see us drive through the rest of Texas and New Mexico and probably maybe get into Arizona. I'm Martin Wenzel, this is American Truck Simulator. Please like the video, comment below. I will reply as soon as possible. Subscribe to the channel and keep on trucking. Goodbye.